Aloha everyone, Anastasia Ashley here, and you are watching Fly Girl Surfing and Sports.
She wakes up and takes up a surfboard, heads out from the seashore, from the world and where she lives. She's got no fears or worries at all right there, just the smell of salt water that's in the air, and the sunrise. She's walking on water. She's walking on water.
Aloha everyone, Paige Delaner here with you. We have had huge surf lately and it's all been at Haleiwa Ali'i Beach. We are going to talk to a few surfers about the Haleiwa Challenger. We have entrepreneur Anastasia Ashley and we are going to be spot checking Waimea Bay. We also have the Red Bull Magnitude Open ceremony for their second year in a row. Let's hit it!
I caught 2 good waves, and my dad was filming, so I have clips, and I'm stoked. And yeah.
Can you send them to me?
Yeah, I will.
Bonsai Betty, you can find me easy.
I will send it to you.
Okay, cool. The warrior.
Turtle Ninja.
Total ninja.
I think it's Ninja Turtle. Oh, Ninja Turtle. Okay. Ninja Turtle.
How's everything, guys and girls?
Good. How are you?
Good. Still alive.
Right? Because in Portuguese we say that's how
Can you believe it? November 1st and we have a decent swell.
I am so excited.
Magnitude coming up.
Hopefully it's good. Maybe the guys. Okay.
Have fun, you guys.
Bye, Betty.
Love you guys.
Have a good day. See ya.
I'll be watching for you. Woo!
Watching over me, you're all I ever wanted. All I ever wanted was you. You're all I ever wanted. You.
I probably started surfing bigger waves when I was 12 years old. I would just paddle out to Haleiwa Bay on Kauai, and all the older uncles would watch out for me, and everyone was super supportive over there, and they weren't used to seeing girls out in the lineup.
My oldest brother, Ian Masterson, is a big wave charger, also one of my heroes. He helped me to catch my first wave in Kailua when I was 17 at Castle Point, and I've just been trying ever since.
I wasn't supposed to start surfing because I didn't like it. I tried it when I was a lot younger, and my uncle saw, he was like, okay, we're gonna go surf today. And I was like, okay. And then I ended up just falling in love with it.
I remember when I first started doing it, I was like the youngest girl, and there was only a few girls that were doing it throughout the years, and there wasn't a lot of recognition. And as I started becoming one of the younger ones, there's now girls that are younger than me starting to do it, which is amazing to see. And now I'm someone that people look up to.
I think that women's surfing is at an all-time high for all forms of surfing, big waves, longboarding, shortboard. Girls are just progressing so quickly, and I think it's really cool because events like this, it brings us together and we can support each other and we can help each other just keep getting better.
I think that for sure there's more opportunities for women to have, like for example, this contest. We have our own contest now to surf big waves, and it gives everyone a chance to go and show what they've been working for and what they're really into. You know, I'm not really here to win the contest, but I am here to push myself to see what I can do.
I want to catch my biggest wave of my entire life. I want to get a big wave barrel, and yeah, I just want to do the best I can.
I placed in the top 6, which was super awesome. So I'm hoping to get higher up this year. We'll see. Keep pushing my limits, and I'm excited to see all the other girls charging.
Last year was awesome, and I can't wait to see what happens this year.
TAV Hawaii is now open, featuring the popular Polynesian block print designs from the Cook Islands and TAV Pacific. TAV Hawaii proudly offers an exclusive design for our islands. Check us out at Instagram at TAV Hawaii. Sponsored in part by Sea Hawaii, a native Hawaiian owned and operated business. We ain't your mama's mu'u.
Everybody meet Anastasia Ashley. This wahine is an ultimate surfer. She is a state champion, pipeline winner, social media star, and TV star. She was one of the ultimate surfers on screen just recently. We talked with her about her career, her surfing, and much more. We hope you enjoy.
My name is Anastasia Ashley. I've been a surfer my whole life. I've actually started surfing on the North Shore of Oahu when I was about 5 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. I just thought surfing was the coolest thing ever, and I wanted to try it. And growing up here on the North Shore was such a cool experience because everyone surfed and everyone was just so cool, and I wanted to be like them. I'm a bit of a traveling nomad, so Hawaii is always on my list to come back to no matter what time of year. I used to only come in the winter back or in the spring, but I've actually been coming more in the summer and fall and exploring all of the island, which has been a lot of fun for me. And you know, Hawaii is such a special place to me, and it's somewhere that I can always have a great time, even if I'm surfing or in the water just hanging out. Seems like another lifetime ago. But yeah, no, so I won everything from nationals to the HSA here to it was so long ago, I can't imagine I've been doing this for so long that those things were literally 20 years ago, which is kind of cool to think about. But yeah, that's kind of where I got my start and where I learned definitely like my work ethic and love for surfing contests and love for surfing as well. And it's definitely played a big part of my life, even beyond surfing, and other businesses I do. So it's been a really fun time. I've been so blessed to have such a unique and fun career. I was a hardcore competitive surfer for years and years and years. And from that, I was able to work with such amazing brands and sponsors that started using me a lot in modeling and different fun things. And I've always just had fun with it and loved to just kind of do different things. And for me, it was a really cool intersection when social media came into the picture and I started sharing my life and people really responded. And, I really don't know why still to this day if people follow me, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun and part of my journey. And it's really cool that I can share my life with the world and have my own platforms to do so. I think for equality in female and male surfing is that I think we've come so far, and it's amazing how a lot of places are doing equal prize money, and that alone has, I think, upped the game and is only going to expand the sport more and more, because before it was like, okay, you needed sponsors and different things because the prize money wasn't as good, and now that the prize money is substantially better, it's really, I think, opened a lot of people's minds to being a professional surfer. And I think it's come so far, but there's still a lot of things that need to go further. And, having the equal amount of competitors in an event and opening more for the women, because I think, the tour has always been so small and exclusive. And there's so many good women now. I think, they could have a CT for women that has 30 people like the men, and I think it would be really interesting and entertaining and great surfing to watch. So hopefully going forward there'll be more of that and more people speaking up and kind of showing that yes, people are here to watch the girls as well. And I think the more bigger the sports get and the more bigger that there's female stars within the sport that people are coming to watch and really being a fan of, I think they should have more women in it and kind of open it up to more and more girls. Yeah, TV has been a lot of fun for me. I've been able to do so many different things, from like Hell's Kitchen to MTV back in the day, to Naked and Afraid, which was the craziest thing I've ever done. And then the latest show that I've done is Ultimate Surfer, which is really cool because it's actually a surf show and they're surfing in it, and kind of going back to my roots. And I think one of these things with surfing and TV, it's very hard to portray surfing to the masses, and so I think they did a really good job kind of appealing to everyone. And it's definitely pretty wild when you see the edits come out and you're like, wait a second, like that went a little different, or that was a little edited. And but it's reality TV, and I think anyone who watches it who knows, they know it's a TV show, they know it's not real life, they know that they script characters and they can make more drama in certain things that maybe weren't as dramatic in real life. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, it was a dream to be able to be at Kelly's Surf Ranch and get waves there, which is like every surfer's dream. And I'm really excited to see what they do with the show and kind of where they go from it. I think it would be awesome to do it up on the North Shore and have different challenges and different waves. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I think it's such an amazing platform for young girls, and some of the girls who are on the show with me, like really exposing them to not only the surf world but to everyone else, and telling their story and kind of getting to know people a little more than just their surfing. So that was pretty cool. Definitely re-fell in love with surfing again. And so, yeah, if there's a cool event somewhere like Pipe or somewhere maybe like a Sunset or somewhere with like really good waves, like I could be down to enter and just have fun with it and no pressure. And, you know, it's just cool even being in a heat with some of the younger girls and, you know, being like, okay, like, you know, I'm here, like, you know, and just even being against these girls would be like an honor. So, yeah, I'm not closed off to it. I'm not necessarily trying to do it, but maybe if something happens, it could be fun. Pipeline is one of my favorite spots. You know, I grew up surfing with Jamie O'Brien, who is the pipe master of all time. And so I've been very lucky to go out there and get some okay waves. You know, nothing great. There's some of the girls now doing amazing things like Moana Jones and women like Kiala Kennelly and, you know, girls that really have pushed the sport at Pipeline. But for me, I think it's a really special wave. I actually like it when it's in that 4 to 6 backboard range. That's my favorite. Not too scary, but yeah, no, I love surfing out there. It's such a cool spot. Having one at Pipeline is one of my biggest accomplishments ever. It's something that no one could ever take away from me. And yeah, it's just such a cool honor. And, you know, I love being able to go out there and get some good waves when, you know, it's looking good. And it's a very hard challenge getting a good wave out there. But when you get an okay one or something that's good enough, you're stoked.
Wow, she has done so much. Anastasia, you're sick. When we come back, we'll be checking out Haleiwa.
TAV Hawaii is now open, featuring the popular Polynesian block print designs from the Cook Islands and TAV Pacific. TAV Hawaii proudly offers an exclusive design for our islands. Check us out at Instagram at TAV Hawaii. Sponsored in part by FlHi, a native Hawaiian owned and operated business. We ain't your mama's mu'u.
Everyone, we hope you're enjoying, because up next, we meet with some surfers who are competing in the Haleiwa Challenger, and then some action from Haleiwa. The women are ripping.
When I was a water baby, I'd love to swim in the deep end, tripping out at the bottom of the pool.
I was born in San Clemente, California, and my dad grew up surfing in Kauai a lot, so I started surfing there, and then I traveled a lot with my dad, and he just took me surfing everywhere we went. But yeah, I mostly grew up surfing lowers a lot. I like to get barreled. Barrels for sure. Backside, frontside, anyway, I like barrels. Yeah, it's definitely tricky. You have to figure out the whole toilet bowl and the currents, and today I found more lefts than I did rights, so it's definitely tricky, but I'm just going to keep watching it and get some tips from whoever I can and just build my, I guess, information on the wave. We have like 3 or 4 qualifying contests for the Challenger Series, and then once you get there, you start traveling for those, but there's definitely a lot more spots for younger girls to get in, and it's cool because everyone's surfing like really good right now, and we're all pushing each other, and so it's getting harder and harder for us to get those spots for the Challenger Series. But everyone's been working really hard, and it's really cool to see, and it's pushing myself too. I am not too stressed about qualifying. It is something I really, really want, and I've wanted it all year. But I do think I have a lot of growing to do, and this year was kind of a test run after a whole year of no contest. I was getting stressed really easy, and I just want to kind of overcome that, and by next year I think I'll be ready to qualify. I think it'll be really cool to see the surfing growing, and I watched Carissa win the last Olympics, and there was just a bunch of girls I saw that wanted to get that too, so it's going to be tough for sure, but it's something I'm looking forward to. I've had all of my sponsors, Hurley, Lost Surfboards, Sunbum, Dragon, Wiener Schnitzel, FCS, all for 2+ years, and just having the support from them and getting equipment anytime I need from them has been a huge help, because it is a lot of money to be spending, but they've supported me through traveling, just making sure I'm getting the right boards dialed, right wetsuits, and yeah, it's been a huge help. I couldn't probably be here without them for sure, so I'm thankful.
Yeah, I love Haleiwa. It's a really fun wave, and I think it's one of the best stops that we get to have on the QS, because we surf a lot of beach breaks and it's usually pretty small, so being able to have an event with a wave with more power and size is going to be really fun. I've been sponsored by Monster for a couple years, but yeah, I'm really thankful with all of my sponsors, Rip Curl, Scotiabank, Monster, CI Surfboards, to have them in my corner. It really, thanks to them, doing these events is possible. The Olympics was amazing. Being able to experience a sporting event at that magnitude was very, very surreal, and I'm very prideful, so being able to represent my country was an honor, and I don't think anything has been able to match that. Yeah, having the same amount of men and women in the Olympics, I think really was a big point. I think that the Olympics could have more people in it, but since it was a first year, they had to keep their numbers down, and hopefully with the time, more surfers will be able to participate in that event. And I think we put on a good showing, so there's going to be another 2 Olympics with surfing in them for sure, so hopefully that keeps occurring. Every time I go to Japan, there's a typhoon, so it brings waves.
love you guys. Thank you for tuning in and checking out our show. Next show, we are going to wrap up the Haleiwa Challenger event. But for now, we want to congratulate Betty Lou Sakura Johnson for winning and qualifying, as well as North Shore girl Luana Silva and Kauai's Gabriella Bryan. Way to go, girls. Everybody take care and FlHi Show.